Looks like we've got some angels in the crowd tonight. Well, that's great, because I've got something I've got to say. I got something to say to you, but I get all caught up in my head. I don't know how to convey it to you. I'm overwhelmed by the possibility of our connectivity.
If God exists, why does God seem hidden? If the Creator wants a relationship with humanity, why isn't the Creator just obvious? Why doesn't the Creator appear to everyone? Why doesn't the sky announce the Creator's presence every morning? It's one of humanity's oldest questions, and it's a good one. But what if the hiddenness of God isn't absence? What if it's an invitation? I think we need to explore this a little deeper. One of the most common questions people ask is, if God exists, why doesn't God simply just prove it? Before we answer that, perhaps we should ask another question though. If someone could remove all the doubt and leave you with no choice but to believe, would that be faith? Or would it simply be certainty? And if love requires freedom, could genuine relationships exist without the freedom to choose? Perhaps the Creator values freely given love more than forced belief. Now consider this. How do you know love exists? How? Can you hold love in your hands? Can you weigh it? Can you place it under a microscope? No, you can't. Yet love has shaped every human life. We know love through its expression, through sacrifice, through compassion, through experience, through forgiveness, through the way it transforms us. The unseen is not the same as the unreal. In fact, many of the most powerful forces in our lives are invisible. Thoughts, consciousness, hope, beauty, meaning, none of them can be touched, yet few would deny their reality. So perhaps expecting the Creator to fit inside the limits of our senses is asking the wrong question. Another question people ask is, if God exists, why is there suffering? No honest conversation about God should avoid this. Pain is real. Loss is real. Grief is real. The Bible never pretends otherwise. It is filled with people crying out in confusion, anger, heartbreak, pain. Perhaps faith isn't the absence of questions. Perhaps faith is choosing to continue the conversation even when answers are incomplete. Now here's the thought. Maybe the Creator isn't hidden. Maybe we're searching for the extraordinary while overlooking the extraordinary woven into the ordinary. A sunrise, the birth of a child, the quiet conviction to forgive, the instinct to protect a stranger, the longing for justice, the ache to be loved. These experiences don't prove God, but they do raise profound questions. Where do they come from? Why do they matter so deeply? And why does nearly every civilization throughout history reach towards something beyond itself? And here's another question. If every culture has developed language for the sacred, is that merely coincidence, or could it reveal something universal about the human experience? You know, Christ said the kingdom of God is within you. What if that wasn't poetry alone? What if the deepest evidence of the Creator isn't found first through telescopes, but through honest self-examination? Who is aware of your thoughts? Who notices your emotions? Who remains when your opinions change, your body ages, your circumstances shift? Who is the silent witness within? The ancient invitation for many spiritual traditions is remarkably similar. Be still, not because stillness creates God, but because stillness may help us recognize what has always been present. So perhaps the better question isn't, why is God hidden? Perhaps it's, what prevents me from recognizing the sacred? Fear, noise, distraction, certainty. Maybe the search for God isn't about collecting more information. Maybe it's about becoming more awake. And if the Creator is real, perhaps every sincere search for truth, love, wisdom, and compassion is already a step towards the one who is their source. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this. What questions have shaped your own journey? Share them in the comments, because some of the most meaningful conversations begin with an honest question. If these gatherings encourage you to think more deeply, subscribe and join our growing community. And I want to leave you with something. Remember, you are human by form, but you are soul by nature. Consciousness is an experience, love in potential. Keep asking, keep seeking, keep becoming. Welcome to LoveLight Kingdom's All Souls Gathering, where we focus on the heart and what it carries, and where all souls are welcome.